lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video is going to be my Shop My Stash for the month of August. Now, how I do these videos is I will take you guys along with me as I pick out the products, and then after that I will do a trying on of all the products on my face. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so let's start out with the eyeshadow palette first, and the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using this month is the Alamar Cosmetic Volume 1 palette. Here is what it looks like. Very summery colors, so I'm pretty excited to use this one. So now I'm going to pick my setting spray for this month, and I think I'm going to pick this MAC one. So this is the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime setting spray here, and I think this, it smells like watermelon. Next up, I'm going to pick my foundation, and don't really know what I want to pick. Alright, so I'm going to pick this Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade Natural Ivory. Alright, so now I'm going to move on down to my drawers down below. So I have liquid lipsticks, and then glosses. And I know for sure I want to pick this one here for a liquid lipstick this month. And this is a Jaclyn Hill Lip Cushion in the shade Last First Kiss. So I know I for sure want this one this month. Then I think I'm going to choose this floss. This is by Floss. This is a cheek and lip tint, but I'm just going to use it for a cheek, I'm just going to use it for a lip tint. I don't really like cream products, so I think it's a really pretty, I think it's a nice shade, so I'm going to choose this one for lipstick. Then for lip gloss, I'm going to choose this ColourPop one. This is an ultra glossy in the shade Well Nested. So that's going to do it for lip products. So now I have mascara, concealer, eyebrow and eyeliner, and setting powders. So for mascara, I'm going to for sure pull out this Sky High mascara from Maybelline. I just tested this out and I really like it, so I want to get some more use out of it. And then for concealer, I'm going to pull this Born This Way by Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Swan. Then for brow products, I'm going to choose this Billion Dollar Brows on Point pencil here. And then for setting powder, I'm going to choose this Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This is the loose setting powder in the shade Translucent. Next, I need to choose a bronzer, and so for bronzer, I'm going to choose this L'Oreal Bronze Please one here. I haven't used this in a hot minute, so I need to get some use out of it. Then for blush, I'm going to choose two this month. I'm going to choose these two Milani ones. They are in the shade Matchmaker and Good Luck Charm. I really want to see if I like these, because if I don't, I think I'm going to declutter them someday. I just haven't really used them that much, so I need to. Alright, and then last but not least is highlighters. So, what do I want to use? I'm going to pull this Milani one. This is a baked highlighter in the shade Dulce Perle. Alright, so that's all the products I'm going to be picking out, so let's go ahead and try everything on my face now. Alrighty, so now that I have all the products picked out, it's time to try them on my face. I will say if you hear any swooshing sound or any background noise, I have my fan on and my dog's in here, so you may hear some background noise. So first, starting off with the foundation that I chose this month. I already primed my face. I just used this moisturizer. It's a new one I'm trying out. It's by Politician. It's the Snow Mushroom Water Serum. I don't really know what that means, but I'm just using it up. So going in with the Catrice Cosmetics Skin Foundation here. Skin Hydrating Foundation. So it's a pump, so I'm just going to... It's really watery, I will say that, so I don't know if that's supposed to make it more hydrating because it's kind of more watery. I have tried this out before and I did like it. It is like super fair. I think I got a shade too light for me, but that's okay. I'll just blend it out. Like this looks super pale. But I'll make it work. I probably need to go a shade up. I think I have gotten a tan since the last time I used this product because I don't remember it being this fair on me. See how pale my neck is? So my face just always, I guess, is tanner than my actual neck because like the shade of my foundation matches my neck. Alright, so now that that's all blended out, you really don't need much of that foundation. Like I ended up wasting some actually because I forgot how well coverage this is. At least in my opinion, I think it's pretty good coverage. I know I look like ghostly pale, but trust the process. So next up, I'm going in with the concealer, and this is the Born This Way by Too Faced Concealer, again in the shade Swan. Alright, so now it's time to set my face, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Setting Powder here. I'm just going to use a little bit of this to set my face. I'm going in with a brush because this does have like a pretty white, it looks really white in the container. So I'm just using a brush so that way I don't get like that white cast on my face. That sometimes white powders can do that. Even though this is supposed to be translucent, I mean, I don't know. I always feel like even though it says translucent, it's not always translucent. So I'm just going in with a brush. This powder is okay. I mean, this is only my second time using it, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's not bad, but it's not great. I feel like it does kind of make me look a little on the dry side. But I do have it, so I'm going to use it up. Alright, now I can finally put my brows on because I feel so weird without them. So going in with the $1 Billion Brows on Point Micro Brow Pencil. It's in the shade Taupe. Alright, so brows are all done. So now moving on to some bronzer. Finally, I can get some color back into my skin. So going in with the L'Oreal Brow Please bronzer here. What is the shade of this? It's just shade 1. I don't, that's all it says on it, so. Alright, bronzer's on, looking good. Now moving on to the blush. I don't know which one I want to use. This one or this one. I think I'm going to go in with the lighter one first. This is in the shade Matchmaker. There's a ton of kick up. I haven't used these in a really long time, so I don't really remember what I think of them. They're definitely pretty. I have to say, I think I prefer more the pinky-ish shades, but this is not bad. It is really pretty on the skin. I don't like that it has glitter in it. I prefer more like matte bronzers to be, or not bronzers, blushes. That's just my preference, but it's not bad. Like, I don't see too much shimmer on my face, just a little bit, but I would prefer these to be matte for sure. I don't know. I can't say it's my favorite. Like, the formula is not bad, it's just the shade. It makes me feel like I just over-bronzed. Alright, so now that I have my blush on, I'm going to move on to highlighter now. Going in with the Milani Baked Highlighter here. Just going to put a little bit of this on. Oh wow, I forgot how blinding this one is. Yeah, I really did forget how blinding this highlighter is, dang. I haven't used this one in a really long time. I try to pick products that I haven't used in a while, because at some point I am going to do a declutter, and I really want to be like, okay, you know, do I want to get rid of this product or not? Do I still love it, kind of thing. Alright, and now we're going to finally move on to the palette. So I'm going to be using the Alamar Cosmetics Volume 1 palette. Here is what it looks like. So I'm just going to probably use this one as my transition shade, and then deepen up the corners with this, and then I will decide on what shimmer shade to use. I'm not sure yet, but that is what I'm going to be doing. I do really like Alamar Cosmetics formula. Look at that, just super pigmented and blending out really well. Alright, I think I'm going to go in with this green shade over here. Oh yeah, it's pretty. Alright, so now I'm just going to finish up the rest of my eyes off camera, put my eyeliner and everything on, finish out my bottom lash line, and then I'll be back to try out the mascara. Alright, so now that the eyes are all done, I'm going to move on to mascara, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Sky High mascara here. So I'm just going to start applying this. I did go ahead and put some of that gold shimmer shade like in the inner corners. I think that looks really pretty. So anyways, onto the mascara. I have tried this before and I do like it. I think it does volume the eyelashes pretty good. It's not like, you know, it's not going to make you look like you have false lashes on, but it does definitely give you more volume. So that is just one coat on. I am going to wait for it to dry and then apply a second coat. Alright, and then there is the second coat on. I didn't wait for it to dry completely, but I was a little impatient, but I think it still did a pretty good job of volumizing it. So now that mascara is all on, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lip product now. And this is the Floss Cheek and Lip Tint in the shade Sandals. But I'm just going to use it for a lip product because I like the color of it and I think it'll look good on my lips. I'm not really big on lip tints, just not my personal preference, but I do really think this will be a really pretty lip shade. Yeah, I just think this color is very gorgeous as a lip color. Alright, and then last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. And to do that, I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Setting Spray. This is like one of their little minis. And it does smell like watermelons, which I really like the smell of it. And there you go. Here is the completed look. I'm pretty happy with it. So let me go through the products once again. So, of course, for the base, I have the Catrice Foundation, which I do really like. The coverage is pretty good on it. You don't need much, even though it's really watery. Like, I guess because I always, when I first put some on my back of my hand, it's always so watery. I'm like, oh, I'm going to need a lot of this. No, you don't need much from this at all, which is really nice, you know. And then I use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Works pretty well. It creases a little bit, but not too bad. And then for settings powder, the Anastasia. It's not my favorite. I think it kind of makes me look a little bit dry, but it's not bad. I'll keep using it and see how I feel about it. And then for my brows, I use the Billion Dollar Brow brow product or a brow pencil here, and I think this color works really well. I wouldn't consider this shade to be taupe. I think this is like a dark brown. I have pretty dark brown hair, and it matches my hair pretty well, so I just say the shade is not, it's not taupe. It's definitely dark brown. And then, of course, for bronzer, I used a L'Oreal Bronze Please, which I forgot how good this is. I really do like this shade. I think in the pan it seems like really warm toned, but it's not that bad. It doesn't make me look orange, which is good. At least I hope it doesn't. I don't think it does. Not in person it doesn't. I don't always know about on camera. And then for blush, I used one of the Mulan blushes from ColourPop. This is in the shade Matchmaker. I do really like this shade. It grew on me. At first when I applied it, I was like, I don't know about this, because I like more of the pinky shades, but as I'm looking at it, as I applied it, I do really like the shade. The only thing I wish it just was matte. It does have a little bit of shimmer, but not too much. I don't really see the shimmer anymore, so maybe it kind of like floated away or it fell off. I do have the other shade, Good Luck Charm here, which I think I will be using too. I may start mixing the two of them, because at first I thought this one might be a little too dark for me, but maybe if I mix the two, it won't be so bad. But they're really good. I just, like I said, just wish it didn't have the shimmer. And then I forgot how good this highlighter was from Milani. This is the Baked highlighter in the shade 110 Dulce Perle. I really forgot how good this was. Just look at that blind. So pretty. So pretty. Alright, and then what else did I use? Oh, and then the palette, of course, is Alamar Cosmetics Volume 1. This palette is pretty good, in my opinion. I really like the matte shades. The shimmer shades are really pigmented, but they're kind of, I don't know. This palette is pretty old, so I wonder if the formula is changing a bit because of how old it is. Like the mattes, I didn't have any problem with. It's just the, I don't know, the shimmer shades, they're really pigmented, but I feel like they're just a little bit dry, so it's kind of like I have to work at it to get it to apply to my eyelash, or not my eyelash. I have to work at it to get it to apply to my eyelid, but once it's on, it's on. So I don't know if it's just getting old. Hopefully not. I hope I can, I don't know, like it still worked. They're just not the creamiest. I'll just say that. But then again, like I said, it may just be the age of it that maybe it's starting to dry out a little bit. But it's still a really good palette. I'm pretty happy with the look I created today. I really do like this lip color. So I chose 3 this month. So I chose the Jaclyn Hill Last First Kiss, and then this lip gloss, the Ultra Lip Gloss from ColourPop, Well Nested, and then this floss one here in the shade Sandal. And I really, really like this shade. I think it's just gorgeous. I'll probably get a lot of use of this because, I don't know, I really like the shade. So happy with those. And then, of course, the Sky High Mascara is what I used. And I really like it. I think this is really worth picking up. I understand the hype of it because it got popular on TikTok. It does really look good. I think it made my eyelashes very volumized. And then the setting spray, which I've tried before and I do really like. So there you go, guys. That is going to do it for today. That is my Shop My Stash for the month of August. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of my picks this month. Do you have any of these products or any of these your holy grails? Let me know down in the comments. I love chatting with you guys down there. And also, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because that really does help out my channel here. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!